these fries are pretty good. They must be made from Russian potatoes. Ha! Russia's the best. Oh.
I'll handle this one.
Relax, relax. Red Guardian has this. Are you relaxing? It's very hard to tell. Your eyes so angry like Winter Fox.
How can I help you, officer?
Just a routine check-in. Say, where you fellas headed?
Sisters. Yes, to visit our sister. It's her birthday.
You guys are brothers? What'd you get your sister for her birthday? Because I cannot for the life of me figure out what to get my wife for Christmas.
Television.
You got her a sweater and a television? Wow, that's very generous. Nice story, but where are you really headed? Step out of the vehicle and keep your hand...
One!
Whoa, hey!
Really, again with the guns, and I had wool over his eyes.
Target spotted, in pursuit. Exercise caution, but get them.
Get in, cowboy! Let's go round up some super soldiers.
Stop with the bullets! You should dance with your enemies. It is like a great ballet of violence. Oh. Where did that come from? Did you have that the whole time? What? No, don't shoot! Dance!
Hey, stop swerving.
You dance!
Come on, man.
Dance! Dance!
Ah, it's jammed.
You know what Karl Marx said about machines? They make men lazy.
Stop! Stop! It's over! Surrender yourself!
The Red Guardian never surrenders!
Hands off!
Dance technique! Winter Fox and the Red Guardian!
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. Big surprise. Marvel dropped the first teaser for What If Season 3, so we'll break it all down. There's a bunch of Easter eggs here. We know what some of the episodes are. There's a bunch of Spider-Man stuff happening during What If Season 3, so I'll talk about that. There were some deleted scenes from earlier episodes that were supposed to happen during What If Season 2 that sound like they got pushed to What If Season 3. There's even a Spider-Man Easter egg during this Red Guardian Winter Soldier clip. So if you're bummed out at the lack of Spider-Man during What If Season 2, it sounds like they're really bringing him back in a big way during Season 3. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the episodes. Of course, I'll do videos for all the episodes just like I'm doing for Season 2 right now. If you're watching this video a couple days after I posted it, the funny thing is they actually dropped this teaser trailer for Season 3 before the Season 2 finale, like the day before. One of the reasons why they might have done that is because I believe this is meant to be an episode that was supposed to air during Season 2, this Red Guardian Winter Soldier episode, but for whatever reason they just delayed it to Season 3. Maybe they just decided that they wanted the seasons to only be 9 episodes total. But this episode is now from a What If Season 3 episode called What If Red Guardian Stopped the Winter Soldier? So it's not totally clear what he's stopping him from doing other than killing Bill Foster Goliath here. It looks like it's happening back during the 80s based on the models of car they're driving and how old they are. Like, this is a much younger version of Red Guardian than we've ever seen before. And just based on Bill Foster's age, like he's much younger looking than he was during the Avengers 1980s episode. So this might be like early 80s, and the suit that he's in makes him seem like he's either just like a regular S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, maybe he hasn't become Goliath yet, or maybe he's on a mission for S.H.I.E.L.D. and just happens to be dressed in the suit. But if it wasn't clear, this is meant to be in a different reality from that 1980s Avengers episode. The other funny thing you probably realize is that they have this team-up episode here, Winter Soldier and Red Guardian. Like, what if they had to go on a mission together because they're both from Russia? Kind of. Winter Soldier is Hydra, Red Guardian is regular Russian military. Part of the idea is that the Soviets, at that time in history, as the Cold War was ramping up, knew about Hydra, but Hydra was kind of like their own specific thing operating inside of the Soviet Union, not totally associated with the Soviet military. It's the same thing with Dreykov in the Red Room. Like the Black Widow program was a special part of the Soviet military, it wasn't part of Hydra, but because Hydra's whole thing was infiltrating all these aspects of society around the world, there were Hydra inside of the Red Room. But even though they're treating their team up here sort of like a funny road trip comedy, they're actually going to be teaming up again in live action during the Thunderbolts movie in present day. Notice when Bill Foster stops them, David Harbour switches between his Russian Red Guardian accent and his regular real-life American accent. Winter Soldier gives them the cover that they're visiting their sister. Bucky did have a sister, her name was Rebecca, but she's meant to have died when he was very young and it's meant to have scarred him growing up. They reference her a little bit in present day. He had 2 unnamed brothers too, so they would have had some children of their own since World War II, grandchildren. So Bucky does have family out there in present day he could eventually visit, maybe after the Thunderbolts. Like he's slowly healing his mind, like he's getting better day by day. Bill Foster mentions that he has a wife at this point in history. They botch their answer, trying to explain what they're actually doing there. Bucky says he's getting his sister a sweater. Red Guardian says a television. He clocks his shield in the back seat. They also say that they're brothers. Kind of reminds me of the Arnold Schwarzenegger twins movie. Like, yes, of course you're brothers. You look exactly alike. When they take off, the woman that picks up Bill Foster is actually called Ranger Morales, which makes you think of Miles Morales' mother, Rio Morales. That might just be a coincidence, but I do think we'll eventually see Miles Morales and his family inside the MCU. They mention him during Spider-Man Homecoming in a deleted scene. Donald Glover also said that he had a nephew during the movie, during the theatrical cut. That was meant to be Miles Morales. So there is a Miles Morales inside the MCU. But I think they're mostly waiting till after Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out in theaters to do any like really big live-action Miles Morales stuff. As their chase continues down the road, though, it seems like Red Guardian keeps trying to stop Winter Soldier from killing Bill Foster the old-fashioned way with a gun. He makes a Lennon reference, references to dancing with the enemy. It seems like he's just happy to be on the mission, like he doesn't actually care if it's successful, and Bucky just can't stand him, like, come on dude, seriously, let me kill him. And when Winter Soldier punches through their car door, grabbing the wheel with the car spinning around, it almost looks like the cars are dancing with each other, paying off all of Red Guardian's dancing with the enemy references. Like I said, the Peter Parker Spider-Man is coming back in a big way during What If Season 3. There's going to be a big Spider-Man specific episode where he has to make a big sacrifice, Avengers Endgame, Iron Man style. It seems like he's doing some other kind of fairy save move here, trying to hold a bunch of stuff together, and then he's cradling Aunt May in his arms without his mask on, so it seems like he reveals his identity to her. Maybe she's dying again like she was during Spider-Man No Way Home, so R.I.P. Aunt May again. Some of the other big episodes are the What If Surtur attacked Earth, with Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange working together to stop him with their magic. I think that was also supposed to happen during Season 2 and they just pushed it to Season 3 as well. There's supposed to be a Black Panther Namor team-up episode paying off the end of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Remember, he's just waiting for them to ask for their help because the world wants their vibranium now. Namor's whole goal was to eliminate all of the surface dwellers. He was just waiting for an excuse to do that, and this war that's brewing around Wakanda with the world wanting their vibranium is going to be his excuse to do that. But in the What If Season 3 episode, they're supposed to be fighting Hydra together, so it sounds like Hydra is trying to get their hands on their vibranium, the underwater vibranium and the vibranium inside Wakanda. But it sounds like Namor is supposed to come back during What If Season 3. And there's supposed to be a Moon Knight specific episode where Khonshu actually winds up choosing Bucky to become his next avatar instead of Mark Spector. No idea when that happens in the timeline though. When we get more footage or we learn about more episodes, I'll do more What If Season 3 videos. Hopefully after the Season 2 finale, they'll start revealing more details. Previously, I thought that What If Season 3 was going to be the final season, but they said that they were actually developing What If Season 4. That might have been canceled when they started pulling their budgets for all those shows and cutting some of the stuff that was in development. Like, there was a brief period where Marvel was developing shows for like every single character that you've ever heard of. So What If Season 3 might be the end of the show, but they are doing their Marvel Zombies show, which is sort of based on the idea from What If Season 1, but I think it's meant to be a completely separate thing, like it's not taking place in that universe. And speaking of Marvel Zombies, it does seem like they are one of the big antagonists during the What If Season 2 finale, just based on the clip that they just released.
Zombies! Sounds like my kind of party. Now kneel.
They haven't said when season 3 is going to premiere. I'm assuming it's going to be 2025, but if they're releasing this clip this soon, it could actually be surprise releasing at the end of 2024. The other big reminder is that we do have X-Men 97 episodes coming up in the spring. That's spring 2024. They didn't say exactly when, so it's sometime between March and May probably. My next big video will be for the season 2 finale. Click here for that video. I'll update the link as soon as I post that. And click here for all my What If episodes. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.